Okay, we'd like to welcome you this evening to our city council meeting. Thank you for being here. Mayor and Jennifer and Bryant's in here for GL. A lot better looking than GL, so we're glad to have you. Yeah, I'm sure. Hi, GL. All council members are here. Thank you for being here. And again, thank you, the audience, for being here with us today. Pledge of Allegiance. I have asked Jan Cox if she would lead us in our pledge. Thanks, Jan.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Jan. Jan is the better half of one of our council members here, Dale. Like, way better. No contest. No argument there. All righty, again, thanks, Jan, for that. Approval of minutes for two council meetings, September 18, 2018, and October 2nd, 2018. If there's any corrections or comments on that, go ahead. If not, we'll ask for a motion.
I'll move for approval.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Next, we have a special recognition, two of them. The first one is Murray City Council Employee of the Month, Mike Brown. And Mike and Bruce, I'll meet you over that mic. I don't know if I picked the right thing.
Over at the mic.
I know I said that. Good night. Good night. Hi, Mike. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Hi, Bruce. Bruce loves this. Mike's going to have a good time. You're going to have a good time with him.
I usually do.
Thanks for being here, Mike. Mike, we started this program quite a few years ago, and the council just wanted to recognize employees for all that they've done. And you were your name was given to us by the power department, and you've been with us. It says 14 years. Does it seem like 114?
No, it's actually been gone just fine.
Gone by fast. He says the right thing. Bruce is here. Anyway, so we'd like to show appreciation. We have a certificate for you, Mike.
Awesome.
And we also have a $50 gift card, which is probably the most important thing for you.
Okay.
And then your name will go back on this, these, what do we call them, plaques, and they'll be there till we get the new building, and then we'll take them over to the new building. So as a council, we just wanted to show appreciation and give a big thanks for all that you do for the city.
All right. Okay.
Council, Mayor, we from the Power Department would like to thank you for letting us highlight one of our employees tonight. As Brett said, Mike's been with us since November of 2004. And because of his great leadership and hard work, he was quickly made a lead worker in November of 2005. Once becoming a crew supervisor, he was given the responsibility of taking on the whole west side of Murray and keeping the trees out of the power lines and keeping it safe for everybody. And he's done a great job at that. He still has that as his assignment. Mike is an ISA certified arborist. And for those of you that don't know what that is, it's a lot of hard work on their own time. We don't require that. So they do it on their own time, take the tests, and it's, how big's the book?
There's a couple of ones.
Yeah. It's a huge time commitment, and he did that all on his own. Mike's very, very loyal to the department and the city. Anytime there's a big storm, one of the first ones that comes in, very dependable. Like I said, very, very hardworking. It's been a great honor for me for 6 years to serve as his immediate supervisor and learn more about him and see what a great not only worker, but a great guy he is. Really cares about his family and always there supporting them. So, Mike, thank you.
Hey, appreciate it.
There you go.
Okay, I'll introduce my family. You're gonna have to stand up. So, this is my wife Carly, my daughter Chloe, and my son Camden. Thanks.
Thank you, Mike. Bruce, thank you also for being willing to do that today. And wow, there are 3 people, and I know at least 2 that are competing for that $50 gift card, Mike. Is that already gone? Yeah, that's right. We might have to raise that for you. Thank you, and you can stay as long as you want, or you can get the heck out. So whatever you want to do. So you bet. All righty. Next, we have any comments from the council? Okay. Just a big thanks, really. When you think of our arborists, they're amazing. I mean, we have more compliments about how well Murray is taken care of, and so big appreciation from us also. So.
And especially above the 9th East area, they really love you guys because it's all they get from the power department. But you really represent us well, and
I love it. He's the West Side.
pass it on.
Yeah, that's great. I love it. That's awesome. Okay, so next we have swearing in a new Murray City Police Officer, Jess Ricks. Jesse, or is it Jess?
It's Jesse.
Jesse Ricks, and that'll be done by Chief Burnett and Jennifer Kennedy. Welcome.
Thank you. It's our honor to be able to introduce Jesse to you today as our newest member of the police department. It's always a great time to come in and be able to introduce new members of our department, of our family. Jesse is the new position that we got in the budget this year to backfill the position at AISU. So we're excited to have him here, get him in training, get him out, and start filling some positions. We've got a couple of other open positions that we're working on right now, but we're excited to have him. He is fresh out of the academy. We hired him. I think we offered the job on graduation day, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
So we made that worth his while, but he comes to us with some, while he doesn't have law enforcement experience, he is a veteran, spent some time in combat in Afghanistan. So we're excited with the expertise and the maturity and that which we expect and why we hired him. So we're excited for this. So we'd like to do the swearing in.
I, Jesse Lee Ricks, do solemnly swear to support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Utah, and perform the duties of my office as a Murray City Police Officer with fidelity. Thank you.
Be hard to get in the. Oh, push really hard. Biting his tongue. He doesn't want to scream. You want to take a moment and introduce your family and friends that are here to support you?
Absolutely. I will. First is my grandmother who pinned me here. My mother standing next to her. My uncle Steve. Little Roper over there. My Aunt Kim. Roper's mother is Jones right here with her youngest, Ryder. My cousin Jake and my father here in the back. And one of my fellow Academy mates and former co-workers in the back there is Wadsworth as well.
Great turnout.
Go ahead, Diane.
Jesse, we'd just like to welcome you to the Murray family. It'll be great to have you. So, welcome.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chair, may I?
Of course, Mayor.
I just want to take just a minute, Jesse, and welcome you to this great city. And thank you for your service to our country, and now look forward to your service to our city. So welcome aboard.
Looking forward to it as well, Mayor.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty. Thanks again, and the offer stands. You can stay, or you can. I noticed you were getting a head start, Mother. You were heading out. Thank you again for being here, and congratulations, Jesse. Yeah, we're excited to have you. Thank you. Jim, you wanted to say that. Have a nice meeting, didn't you, on your way out? You were gonna, I saw that. All righty. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate that. Jennifer, thanks for the swearing in. Now it's time for citizen comments. This is where we have two public hearings, so it's not concerning the public hearings, just anything that you'd like to discuss. You have 3 minutes. Come up to the mic. Is there anyone here that would like to address the council besides the two public hearings? Yeah, go ahead. Thank you. And then we'll have you, if you'll state your name and address, and we'll get you to fill out a form after. Thank you.
My name is Allison Treese, and I'm the new lending manager at NeighborWorks Salt Lake.
Oh.
So I just wanted to come in and introduce myself and say hello to the council. I grew up very near here. I don't live in Murray right now, but I grew up very near here on 4800 South, just over the Jordan River. So as a kid, this is where we came when we went to the Vista Theater with our quarter, or we did our shopping at J.C. Penney and Company just north of here. Spend all our afternoons at Murray Park. I have a lot of fond memories of Murray City, and I'm really looking forward to being a part of something that can help some of the citizens of Murray City. So let me know if there's anything that you need from me at NeighborWorks. If you think you have a project that might be a good fit for us, then please let me know and contact me anytime. And I'm at 4843 South Poplar Street. That's my address. So
Okay.
thank you very much.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate it. Allied, that had to be one of the other ones you used to visit. Allied. Yeah. Oh, you are good. Wow, I'm impressed. That was way impressive. You took the word right out of my mouth. All righty, and I'm just looking around for scouts. I didn't miss any, so. Okay, are there any other citizen comments? If not, we'll close that part of the meeting, and we will go right into our public hearings. First public hearing is to receive input with respect to the issuance of not more than $8,500,000 of water revenue bonds series 2018, and B, any potential economic impact that the project to be financed with the proceeds of the series 2018 bonds issued may have on the private sector. Denise Steck, our financial director. Hi, Denise.
Hi,
Welcome.
thanks. Okay, so we're going to give you a little information ahead of time and provide you with some of the comments that we received. We notified the public of this public hearing through their utility bills, which is required by the Division of Water Resources. The letter was dated September 4th and went on all of the September billings. It gave them a schedule of the loan that we're going to be receiving from the State Division of Water Resources. It's a low-interest loan of 1% over 25 years, and it showed the debt service payments through that time period, and then notified them that there is no rate change due to this particular bond issuance. Now, there was the rate change that occurred earlier in the year, the tiered rate schedule that was required by the state, and it did include the financing for this bond in it. However, it was adopted prior to us issuing this debt, so that's how that went. So if you don't mind giving me a moment here, we'll read some of the comments that we received so that they're on the public record. We received 57 total respondents back from the utility billing. 47 of those respondents were for issuing this bond. 10 of them were against, and we received 23 comments. Against said should have been on a ballot. We're taxed enough already. Too much growth in building, high density, and traffic. Did the city save for this? Is there a trust fund for public works projects to avoid bonding? If it is necessary, I guess we need the water. No more loans or bonds by our city or school district. We need to stop spending more than we have. It is disingenuous to change the water rates first and then bond to the new rate, pretending there's no change in rates. The rate change already occurred, so truthful disclosure would have these issues together. I'm not in favor because of this deception. The persons who are building all of these new homes and apartments should pay for this new growth, and we are being taxed left and right. Seniors on Social Security cannot afford to pay insurance and increase taxes with what little money given. We are carrying the burden of the upper class and the lower income enough already. Those were the againsts. 4, any and all improvements are a good thing. No rate change for the water bill. If no rate change, it will benefit Murray residents. We will need the wells because the city continues to grow with high-density apartments and condos. Fully support the application and loan. Quality of Murray water is excellent. The charges are reasonable. I hope my pressure will be increased. Thanks for giving us clean water. Thanks for staying on top of this before we have a crisis. I love this one. I've lived in Murray for 55 years, and I'm really proud of the water. I hope this will help the future residents enjoy what I've been able to enjoy, the water. I'm 81 years old, so I probably won't enjoy the water for much longer. But I think it's a great plan. Does this mean a drastic rate change in 2025 when we begin repayment? And it won't. Concerned of the lack of monitoring water usage by business and apartment complexes, which allow them to water at all times of the day. Water will become more scarce in the future. This is a good thing. And last but not least, thank you for your foresight in planning ahead. So those were all the written comments we received that were asked to be given to the public, and now they've been publicized. We're ready to receive any other public comment from anyone here. Following which, after this public hearing, you'll adopt the resolution acknowledging the public hearing, and then we will be allowed, if you adopt the resolution, to receive the loan from the State Water Resources Board. So,
Okay. Any questions for Denise? Okay, if not, we'll open it up for public comment.
thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Denise. And then we're going to you'll be right back up. But anyway, thanks, Denise, for your presentation on that. Any public comment on this hearing? If not, we'll close the public hearing on that and bring it back to the council.
So we need 2
No, you just need to
motions?
adopt the resolution.
No, I'll
Second
just,
paragraph.
we'll,
Just the second?
just the second one, yeah.
Okay.
to
Would
consider.
you like me to make a motion?
Yeah, no
If there-
other questions? Okay. Okay, Denise, you did a good job. Thank you.
Okay, I'll make a motion to adopt the resolution acknowledging the holding of a public hearing to receive public input with respect to A, the issuance of the Series 2018 bonds, and B, any potential economic impact that the project described herein to be financed with the proceeds of the Series 2018 bonds may have on the private sector.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Jennifer?
Aye.
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 Aye. Thank you. Okay, thanks, Denise. Second public hearing, consider an ordinance relating to land use amends the zoning map for the property located at 777 and 787 West Bullion Street, Murray City, Utah, from the A1 Agriculture Zoning District to the R18 Single Family Low Density Residential Zoning District. And Jim McNulty presenting. Welcome, Jim.
Thank you, Councilman Hales. I'll go through this very quickly. These properties that we're talking about are located at 777 and 787 West Bullion Street. So this is an aerial of the property that you can see there. So the larger property is approximately 1.15 acres in size, and the smaller property to the west is 0.65 acres in size. You can see by the current zoning map, the zoning designation is agricultural for this particular property, but you can see all around it we have R18 single-family zoning. In addition, we have Bullion Street on the north edge of the property and Anderson on the south edge of the property. This is just the overall parcel that we're looking at to rezone, the 1.8 acres in size. And then we've got some pictures on Bullion Street as well as Anderson. So from Bullion Street, you can see, it's a little easier for me to see on the overhead, but straight on, you can see the house looking to the south on the smaller parcel, and then looking kind of south and easterly, you can see the larger piece where the stables once were. And then looking across Anderson, you can see those buildings, those outbuildings and stables that are part of this application, as well as Viewmont Elementary School to the south. So we discussed this in a committee of the whole a few weeks ago, and wanted you to know that the Planning Commission was in favor of recommending approval for this property at 777 and 787 West Bullion Street from agricultural to R18, low-density single-family residential. In addition, it's compliant with our general plan land use map that we just adopted last year that shows low-density residential that entertains R16, R18, R110 type of zones in the area. And so we would recommend that the City Council approve the rezoning petition before you tonight. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim. Any questions for Jim?
I have one, Mr. Chairman.
Please.
Will not that I have a preference, but will the road go straight through, or will it be a cul-de-sac?
That is a good question. There's been some concepts that have been shared. One did show a straight road that would go from Anderson to Bullion. There has been a thought that perhaps it could be a cul-de-sac as well. Because it's a rezoning only, we haven't got into the exact design for the subdivision at this point in time.
Okay.
So we've heard two different scenarios. The next step, once a rezoning is granted, if the council elects to do so tonight, then he'd submit that
The
subdivision.
zoning only tonight.
Okay, I'm a little
Yeah,
premature then.
just zoning,
All right.
but yeah, and there has been some questions, and we may have a few folks here, a few residents from the neighborhood that came to the Planning Commission meeting. Looks like a few may be here tonight.
Let
with
us
a
know how they
few
feel
questions.
about it.
They
Great.
will,
Well,
yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Jim. Are the applicants here? Come on up and welcome, Jake.
Evening. Jake Larson, 1474 West, 5550 South. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Do you have anything? You can say whatever you want. Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
Do you have anything that you'd like to present to the council or say to the council or?
At this
just-
point, no.
Okay.
It's fairly
Okay.
straightforward. So-
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jake. And are there other applicants here
Jacob.
too?
Valerie, did you want to speak?
Okay.
Okay.
You're good. Well,
All right.
we might have you come back up. So, okay. Thanks, Jake and Valerie. All right. Now we'll open this up for public comments. Just like the citizen comments, it's 3 minutes. You put your name down on a form here, and then you have 3 minutes there to state your concerns or just and address the council, if you would please. So we'll open that up for public comment. No public comment? Okay. We'll close the public comment hearing, part of the hearing, and bring it back to the council. Any questions from the council or a motion?
I'm prepared to make a motion.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Councilman.
I'll make a motion that we approve an ordinance relating to land use, amending the zoning map for the property located at 777 and 787 West Bullion Street, Murray City, Utah, from A1 agricultural zoning district to the R18 single-family low-density residential zoning district.
I'll second.
Jennifer?
Aye.
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 Aye. Thank you. All right, we'll now go to the business item. We only have one, and it's to consider a resolution approving a sound wall agreement with the Utah Department of Transportation, UDOT, for the installation of a sound wall along the north side of Interstate 215 between milepost 12.6 and 12.85. Is that exactly right, Danny? Okay. Danny Astle to present. Welcome, Danny.
Thank you, Council, Mayor. So, back in April, we came to you and talked to you about this proposed sound wall that would need to go in as part of the subdivision that Ivory is placing in there, the Murray Cove subdivision. We've been working with UDOT on discussions of, at the time when I shared it with you, first of all, that there would be possibly some long-term liability related to the city in case that wall ever had to be moved. Thanks to some hard work on and visits with from the mayor and Doug, spent some time with the director of UDOT and changed his mind. And so what we have here in this agreement that we would like you to approve this as part of this resolution tonight is the one piece of liability that the city has for a very short period of time would be a 5-year period of just making sure that there wasn't any neglect during the construction period of the wall, and hold them harmless for any failures that way. And of course, they're going to will be the lead agency, making sure that everything's done according to UDOT, but UDOT will be doing the inspections along with oversight from the city inspectors as well.
Thanks. Any questions
for me?
And remind us who maintains the...
UDOT owns it and will maintain it from then on.
So we want to
time
hear.
it's built.
Okay.
Sounds like a great deal.
That does.
Who's shouldering the cost on this? Is it UDOT, or are we participating, or?
No, all of the costs relating to the building of the wall, and there is a nominal fee that UDOT wants as part of it, will be borne by the developer.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions for Danny? If not, we'll bring it back to the council.
I'd make a motion to adopt the resolution approving a sound wall agreement with the Utah Department of Transportation for the installation of a sound wall along the north side of Interstate 215 between mileposts 12.6 and 12.85.
I'll second.
Thank you. Jennifer?
Aye.
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 Aye. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay, Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And first of all, thank you to all of you council members for attending the groundbreaking ceremony today for the new fire station headquarters building. It was a great event. I appreciate you being there. Appreciate your support for the project. And kudos to Chief Harris and his crew for a good event. Along those same lines, the RFQs for the architectural and the construction services for the new city hall were posted yesterday, and so they're out there, and we're looking forward to getting some response to those. I had one architect and one contractor today mention that they had seen the RFQs out there, so we're anticipating that we'll be able to get moving on that very soon, and of course on November 1st we'll have our first selection committee meeting to review those. So we're very excited about that too. That we're excited to see things happening over there. Secondly, or I guess it's thirdly, it's much to the chagrin of some, it's now beard season. Starting on Monday, the police department will be getting a head start on No Shave November. Of course, it's a donation to go to the Salt Lake Valley Emergency Fund, which is what the victims advocates use to help with their victims advocate program, and so it's very worthwhile. Even if you decide to shave, hey, you're still welcome to donate. But this is a time that the police officers really enjoy, being able to skip the shaving. So if you see some scruffy officers, that's why.
What does it cost them?
$20, and for an additional $20, they can keep their beards through December, the chief tells me. So.
I'd pay $1 million to get hair on top, but
Yeah, we don't know how much GLOs.
A lot, yeah.
Our Public Works Department has completed the Daisy Lane project now, and the next project will be replacing the curb on Bullion Street, which will take place over the next few weeks. So
Dave, he's ready.
look forward to that. Also, for your information, the street under I-15 on 4800 South will be closed this coming Saturday, October 20th, beginning at 9 p.m. through 8 a.m. Most of us will be home in bed, but or watching late football games, but whatever. But 9 p.m. through 8 a.m., 4800 South will be closed while UDOT works on that overpass. And then finally, I just wanted to reiterate the memo that I sent to each of you by email this morning. I hope you all got it, and if you have questions about it, I'll certainly be happy to talk to you further. But just as far as for the public's information, the reorganization changes that we are implementing after the departure of Tim Tingey will be the abolishment of the ADS department. And so, as I mentioned in the summary that you received, we are creating the Community and Economic Development Department, which has been a division up to this point. The Information Technology Department will, which was a division, will also become a department, and will include the GIS. And then the Finance Department will become the Finance and Administration Department, and will be expanded to include the Treasurer's Office and Recorder's Office divisions that will include utility billing and purchasing and so forth. So all of our financial functions will be under one department. And then, so we're excited about these changes, and we think that it will help streamline the work that we do here. So I'm open for any questions.
Any questions for the mayor? All right.
Okay, thank you.
Not. Thanks, Mayor. All right, we are adjourned.